Okay, I am back at it. Just took the other side rear wheel, the passenger side rear wheel off. It's got some rust, of course, but check out what I found. This is a little bit creepy. That is a snake skin. This thing's got to be 3 feet long. That is really creepy. Glad that it's just a skin and not the snake. So I'm going to see just how hard this is to get off. The other side took some coaxing. Let's see about this side. Again, there was never sees on the nuts, but nothing on the hub. So let's see how this goes. Oh wow. Oh wow. Oh wow. That was simple. Absolutely simple. Looks like the e-brake, I think that's the self-adjuster cable is broke. The other side was fine. This side looks like it's broke. No big deal. But the pad's really nice shape. Both sides. Wheel cylinder looks like it's in good shape. The drum, let's see. Boy, this drum is real nice. Real nice. That's going to clean up so easily. There's not any pits in it or anything. So next up is see if I can get the bleeder screws loose, and if I can, it's on to bleeding the brakes. All right, so I did get the bleeders loose. The driver's side was pretty stuck, but I did get it loose without breaking it. The passenger side came right off. Crazy. So here's what I have set up. This is called a one-man bleeder right here. And it's just a reservoir with a tube for input and a tube for output. And what you do is you put, let's see if you can see that. There's the brake bleeder. You put the hose over the bleeder, you loosen it, so it makes sense to put the wrench on first, like I've got here. Sorry, this is really tough to do. Like I've got here. And you loosen this, leave it loose, and then just pump the brakes. When you pump the brakes, the fluid goes down the tube into the reservoir here. And when you let off the brakes, it just pulls the fluid back up into the tube. So what you're doing is you're blowing out the air. The air will come out this tube, and you're just sucking up fluid. So you put a little bit of clean fluid in when you start. And by the time you're done, this thing should be full, and you can see that it's pretty full and it's pretty dirty. And you just keep doing that. I found that I can get a couple of fills on this without getting all the air out, depending on the system. And you just do this for each wheel. And once you're done pumping, just come back here and tighten up the wrench. Then pull the hose off and go to the next wheel. Start at the passenger side rear, then go to the driver's side rear, then the driver's front, and then the passenger front, and then the driver's front, and you'll get all the air out. I haven't touched the front yet. I need to take the wheels off, see what shape. I think this thing has disc brakes, believe it or not. I need to see what shape the calipers and the bleeders are in there. But the leak was in the rear line, so I replaced that, and I think I've got all the air out of this line. So things are looking good. In other news, let's see. I've got a new battery for it. And I've also got the ignition key. So the lock cylinder is in with the ignition key. And what I did there, I just took the lock cylinder out. It comes off, you just take this ring off, unscrew it. I took the lock cylinder out and I brought it to a locksmith that had been around for a while. And he made a key out of just the cylinder. Even though he had to pull the cylinder out of the ignition switch, he was able to do that and make me a key. I would recommend that before you go having to buy a new switch and all that, and have mismatched keys and all that. So that's done. I've got a new battery, brand new, 800 amps. That turns this thing over like nobody's business. I did notice that the water pump is pretty bad. I'm gonna have to replace that. And the way you tell if a water pump is bad is very simple. See that play? I don't know. Yeah, I think you can see that on camera. It's not supposed to do that. See that? So that's got to go. I think it's even making a little noise. It hasn't started to leak yet. And also, one of the transmission cooler lines started to leak. So I'm not going to start this in this video, but you can see it down there. It's all wet. So one of those lines is leaking. So I need to fix that. But that's a very, very simple fix. That's about it for now. I've still got a few things to do, but I've got pedal now in the brakes, and I have not had that since I got it. So I'm hoping that the front brakes are going to be fine. I've been pressing the brakes a lot, and nothing is blown up. So I may be through the worst of the brake problems. We shall see. But for now, this truck has not disappointed. Everything I've had to do to it has not given me any hassle. For something that was parked for 15 plus years, I'm just not expecting that. But it's been a really good truck so far. All right, have a good day. More videos coming.